Can I just send this one little text to somebody real quickly? I'm so
Sure.
sorry.
Go for it.
I said text, I meant email. Oh my God, I'm blanking on name. Got it. Okay, cool. Hey man,
All
sorry
right.
about that.
All right. So first, thanks for taking the time and welcome to Black Tree TV. Congratulations on your debut feature. I know you've done a lot of music videos and worked with a lot of artists, a lot of huge artists. But how is there any nerves stepping into this new format, into the feature, into the realm of all these great directors that have done their first film? Like, how do you feel on the eve of today? It actually releases in theaters and in select theaters today, correct?
Select theaters today, and then social. I mean, on VOD and iTunes and all that on 8th. Man, it's surreal. It's crazy. I haven't really let it soaked in yet. Like I woke up this morning, like I literally have a weight lifted off my shoulder, and I don't mean like the. I literally have like, I've been like this for a minute, and I'm feeling um, like this
Yeah,
more so,
yeah,
and that's the best way to sum it up. But like I feel the pressure. There's been so many greats, the Finchers, the Spike Jones, the um, Jonathan Glazers, so many amazing directors that started off in the music video space to, go on to amazing careers. And, I definitely, I get the, there's a lot that goes into it. And this was not an easy one, but
Well, I
I'm
mean,
feeling,
well, how different is it? I know in the music video space, you have a primary artist who already has a audience, and you kind of know what that guy brings. But now you have so many tools when you have Jonathan Majors and Jacob Lattimore and Terrence Howard and Robin Givens. I mean, there's a lot of great actors in here. I mean, I was surprised to see, Travis Scott in there and people like that. But when you have all these tools, Amber Heard and all these people in there that already have that are so skillful in on the screen and acting. Like, how is that to play with as a director, as opposed to just having Kanye as a feature and like models and everything else that's
I
around?
get it. Yeah, I get it. Like, yeah, it was way different because, like you said, these people are established at what they do, um, you know, and working with that and seeing the collaboration is something different. And, I've tried in my videos to do the best I can to, you know, bring out, each song's different, but, certain songs was a little more narrative and you want a certain vibe. So like, I already kind of like worked on developing the, the subtleties of working with people like who aren't even actors and trying to get them to be a specific way. Some of them you can't control, like the Kanyes and the Travis, they do their thing.
Yeah.
Um, and Kendrick is awesome too. Like, but I remember even that process with Don Cheadle and him. It was like, you know, you're working with them, you're playing around, you're giving them space to do what they do, but then you're giving them like, because you're seeing it from behind the monitor, and you know, I love letting them play, not letting them play, like giving them the room to do what they do best. And when I did that with DNA, it was, I remember that because it was like Don Cheadle and Kendrick, and both of them, even Kendrick, he has this thing within him that when you see his videos, he's alive, he's not just performing, and he's like alive, he's part of it, he's given 100,000%. So him and Don was such a great dynamic. Um and yeah, back to letting them play is like, that's why we have them. I'm not trying to. I love it's even with my editor. Like, I love my editor. Like, I don't tell my editor what I want. I don't give him the script. I literally, even with music videos, like and then this played even with the movie. I don't want to say anything. I want to give you a rough idea, but let's see what you come back with, because sometimes they come back with things that you didn't even think about.
Yeah.
Same with actors. Like, yeah, there's specific things, but please, like, what you're feeling. They're in this role where they're feeling, and in this movie, you know, it's like a lot of feel. So it was, you know, there was tough moments too, because, you know, when you're dealing with tough subjects and you're, um, yeah, there was a lot of pressure. So there was also moments of, you know, friction and this and that. But, you know, it was great to be able to work with, you know, such talented actors. And just, you know, you've seen the rise of Jonathan Majors and Kelvin Harrison and all the actors, some legends and
Yeah.
legends to be. It's kind of such a great, and by the way, is this video?
Yes, this video.
Oh, we're putting out video.
Yeah.
Ah! Wow, I'm on video. Okay.
But I'm also like super curious because I'm sure like people must have been pitching you after you're doing all these great videos. Like, hey, I got a movie, you could do whatever. What about this script? You know, that really made this the one that you said I'm gonna take out and do it first? Because I'm sure you might have had 3 or 4 many ideas that you thought, consider, juggle. But what about Gully? Like, what about the script, the story said that this is the one to do?
It hit me. I mean, once I read it, I don't know what it was. I just couldn't. I remember not being able to put it down, and then just being shook after I read it. And I think there was a humanity, and there was a deeper. There was something deep that Marcus wrote about giving a voice to the voiceless, which I'm grateful that I picked up on it and was able to make this. But I don't know what, I can't even explain, but I just remember reading and being like, I have to make this, and I'm doing, you know, I'm making this film. This was different than anything I had ever written. I mean, anything I had ever read. Um, and you know, it took a long time, but we got it to a place where it was like, you know, good for film. You know.
How much did the pandemic play into your stress level as a debut feature? I mean, I know like there's been a lot of questions about releases. There's been all type of major movies moving around, release dates and everything else. And I'm sure you know you're right. Hopefully at the tail end of this pandemic, as we have Quiet Place about to maybe cross 100 million as a domestic box office, and say that you know we're back in the movies. But I mean, it had to be stressful, like trying to push out your first movie and seeing that the industry was trying to figure out its way back, so to speak.
Uh, I'm not really. There was points where it really bothered me, but I got to the place of understanding this film wasn't for that. This film, even throughout the process, just seeing how the film was handled, that I feel it's supposed to come out from the streets, and it's supposed to come out in its own way and do its own thing and have people embrace. It's polarizing. Some people are really not going to like it, and some people are going to hopefully love it. Um, but I don't think it's not the feel good film of the summer. Um, but I want it to be the feel. I wanted people to feel. I made it to create a conversation, and I really wanted it to come from um, from a different, you know, I wanted to be released in a different way, and you know, by word of mouth. And that's kind of what's happening. Is like I've put together a soundtrack myself. I've put together marketing materials myself. I'm just um, no disrespect to how other people do things, but I wanted this voice to be very consistent and on brand of what, you know, I wanted to get out there. You know what I mean? Because a lot of things can come in the way to what you want to put, and especially in this stage of marketing, and what even there's even some ways that the film is written about. I don't know if I should be saying this, but like even like log lines, like I had a very specific one, and what I see out there sometimes is that's been put out there is not what I intended it for it to be, and I've wanted it to be changed many times, and it doesn't matter what I think,
Yeah.
which I think is not the way it should be done with filmmakers, you know.
You said something like interesting. I mean, you mentioned the soundtrack, and I remember when growing up, if it was Above the Rim or Boys in the Hood or Love Jones, like the soundtrack used to be a big part of these movie releases. And I know you got Travis Scott, 21 Savage, 2 Chainz. You have a lot of people musically connected to this project. How is that? And are you gonna have? Are you doing videos for all these
Uh,
people?
just a couple videos. I think by the time this one comes out, one of them would have dropped. Today, the 21 Savage video is coming out. I just did a video for that one. For he's an epic artist on the label, and he came through. Him and Metro. I'm so grateful for them that they gave me their time to even do a video and give me a song. I mean, like this is a very small independent film. This, it's being distributed a certain way, but um, it's not. I think if I didn't have such amazing artists that were great, graciously giving me music, I couldn't have probably afforded not even one of these songs.
Yeah.
So for them to actually give me an original song and be in the video is just like the biggest blessing to the film. And yeah, I wanted to put something out there that people could grab onto and have that tied to the film, because the music in the film is it's part of the tapestry of the film. It's not like there's a scene and then a song comes on and it's actually coming out of a speaker of a car, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's part of the scene, or in headphones, or down the block, like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's integrated into the film so that it feels like it's part of the tapestry of the film, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I really like Gully. I mean, I'm a big fan of um, Jonathan Majors. I think he should have been like considered for an Oscar for Hostiles and for Last Black Man in San Francisco. He's a great actor. Kelvin Harrison's been killing it. Jacob Lattimore is really talented. Like I think he shows different levels in this, and it was good to see all those kind of new Rat Pack type of actors hit the screen together, and I thought it was great casting. I loved the way it was shot. So kudos to you as a feature debut director. I know it's not your first time, around the wheel.
Now, but saying that feature in front of it is just like,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
It's a dream. I didn't, and to anyone that is in film that wants to make films, I didn't go to film school. I didn't study under filmmakers. I was given the opportunity to, start as a photographer, that then was given the chance to make a music video, then make a short film, then make a documentary, and then a film. So I think to any young aspiring filmmaker, make things at any level that you have access to and keep making. You know what I mean? Like there's no path, there's no specific path, and I don't think tying your money up in a fancy school is going to help whatsoever. I'd rather, I'd advocate to put your money towards making yourself be in a good space and feel comfortable and make things. We have access to Vimeo and other platforms that let you put your stuff on there and put it out to the world. And if it's good, I think it will be seen. And just um, man, hit me up if you have any questions too. I'm at Nabil. I'm I try to respond as much as I can, and my email's on my website. And yeah, man, I appreciate you watching the film.
Oh man, it wasn't a task. I enjoyed it, and I mean, I had a small screening room full of people, like 4 people watching with me, and they all liked the film. It was, and I mean, they hadn't heard about it, so it's like the word's going out right now.
All right.
Wait till everybody gets to see it. I can't wait to see all the other films. And I'm sure you're gonna have in your catalog by the time you decide to put down that camera. So keep on doing your thing. You inspire young filmmakers and young creatives, and I really respect your hustle. We didn't even get to talking about how you parked Kanye West's website and all that stuff, but I feel like we're gonna have a couple more conversations as we go along in this. So, man, thanks for the time. I appreciate your work, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, bro. See ya.
Peace.